One of the world's largest producers is Iraq, but after decades of war, the country now says it needs more oil revenues to fight the battle against Daesh. TRT World's Zaina Awad has more from Erbil in the country's north.
Daesh did flee the town of Qayyada in northern Iraq, but not before it hit where it hurts the most, the country's oil fields. They set them alight, and the fields have been burning for months.
They're overwhelmingly reliant on oil production to pay for salaries. About 75% of the federal budget goes on salaries, essentially, for this bloated government payroll. So there's an enormous amount of waste and fraud in that. And then it's also a very high subsidy economy. So heavy subsidies on fuel. You have a ration system in the country still.
Iraq is in fact OPEC's second largest producer of crude oil, with more than 4 million barrels a day. And its biggest fields are in two regions. To the south, the fields of Basra provide the bulk of the country's oil, and to the north, the fields around the city of Kirkuk. Together, they produce more than 2/3 of Iraq's oil. But the fields in the north are in areas under Peshmerga control, and in 2013, the Kurdish regional government in Erbil began exporting oil from there without the consent of the central government.
A year later, the government here in Erbil took over 2 oil fields in Kirkuk and kicked out the workers who were employed by the central government, showing how contentious the issue of oil is here in Iraq. And it's only a few months ago that Baghdad and Erbil finally agreed on how to share the revenue from some of those oil fields.
It's not difficult to see why this is so contentious. Baghdad receives 90% of its revenues from oil. The KRG also relies on that money. When the price of oil skyrocketed, so did Erbil's high rises. And when oil crashed, the city's construction, like its economic boom, came to a stop. War is expensive, and Baghdad is footing the bill for what looks like a long and complicated one against Daesh. But that's not where the cost ends. This is also a war that's leaving thousands of Iraqis homeless. And those people are looking to Baghdad and Erbil to put roofs over their heads. Zaina Awad, TRT World, Erbil, northern Iraq.